Another day, another Jet Set Radio album. I swear, this fan base is passionate to an unstoppable degree, even after the shutdown of one of the main community hubs, Jet Set Radio Live. The album we're listening to today is Jet Set Radio Revolution. It comes to us from the mind of VeraFX, a 3D modeler, animator, and, of course, a composer. His latest project is also called Jet Set Radio Revolution, but it's a fan animation that fleshes out the story of the GGs. This album will be part of the soundtrack of his animation. Let's get to listening and see what it's all about. Here's what you'll get from Jet Set Radio Revolution, releasing on January 21st, 2021. There's 13 tracks inspired by Jet Set Radio, and the runtime's about 38 minutes long. There's a variety of genres ranging from hip-hop, house, breakbeat, funk, EDM, and even metal. Price-wise, it's only going to cost you about $7 US, or about 50 cents per track. The album got promoted to social media with a few different clips. The first video showed a 3D version of the Rokaku logo splashed in shiny gold paint, revealing the date of the release. Another video features a graffiti artist spray painting the Jet Set Radio logo on top of the Rokaku logo. After talking with Vera about the project, it's clear that the album and the eventual animation will serve as an expansion of the Jet Set Radio lore. Major events from the game now have specific music tracks that are designed to tell the story in musical form, and the track list is ordered to kind of follow the game along as the story progresses. There's also now theme songs for each of the rival gangs in Jet Set Radio. It kind of reminded me of games like Sonic Adventure, where each character would have their own song that would play as soon as they appear. The most interesting track, I'd say, is the Love Shockers theme, and I don't think I can do it justice. I'll just play it for you. It's interesting how far out of left field it is as a musical choice, but honestly, it kind of works as a theme song for the Love Shockers. Now, this album wouldn't be a Jet Set Radio fan album without the use of samples, and VeraFX definitely leaned into that. I've decided to use what I'm going to call a Jet Set Radio sample scale that gauges how the samples are used in the Jet Set Radio musical style. The scale varies by use of the samples. There's two different sides we're going to use here. There's the heavy side and the smooth side. The heavy side indicates that the artist is not only using the samples, but is manipulating them into the song, with the samples becoming a big part of the beat itself. A good example of this would be Ayano Ultra. On the smooth side, you have written parts and beats that are enhanced by the sample use. A good example of that would be Too Mellow. It still needs some refinement, but based on how it's currently mapped out, I'd say that VeraFX is close to the middle, leaning slightly into the smooth side. While the samples are fairly present, especially in Vera's rendition of Devil's Contract, they serve more as an enhancement to what's already there. If these songs were to be used on other projects and the samples couldn't be cleared, i.e. causing some copyright issues, for a majority of the tracks on Jet Set Radio Revolution, I don't think you lose the entire essence of the song if you remove the samples. Like I said before, the album is about 38 minutes long. No song goes over 3 minutes 30 seconds. It's a nice quick sample of what VeraFX is planning to build with the Jet Set Radio Revolution animation. The majority of the songs are loop-based, which is not only a staple of the Jet Set style, but they'll probably also be useful for Vera to map out cutscenes in time with the music rather than having to edit pre-existing songs, and I can say from experience, it's really not that much fun. It may restrict what can be done musically, but I do believe that having limitations can really help you narrow down what you're trying to accomplish creatively. In some ways, bending that restriction from time to time can make a track seem more organic and natural. A good example of this is the track Vengeance. There's clear references to the story of Jet Set Radio in the lyrics, and it's really well done.
They don't want us to speak. Alone we may be weak, but together we run the streets, my dog. Grind cities are turf, mess around you'll get murked. We don't have no laws on assassins blasting weapons of mass destruction. Bullets passing Bantam Street, it's rugged. Coin is going, no longer strong assumptions. Harukaku forces, but we're bluffing. Alone we might be something y'all can mess with, but the GG's gonna help with our vengeance. Off to Tokyo too, with GG's power we finna find coin and end those fools for real.
While it's really cool to see a different side of VeraFX's creativity, the unfortunate side effect is that now I really want to see how the animation turns out. I know there's going to be more songs added, but I wish I could just hear the whole thing right now, or even just have this album labeled differently and then surprise everybody by having them listed in the final animation. Now, I know I'm grasping at straws, but really these songs are going to leave you wanting more. And that's a good thing. Notable standouts like Keitatsu, Dognapped, and What's Blood For really push the idea of jet set radio music forward. I also really like the use of guitar samples throughout the album as well. It's something I would like to see a lot more in this style of music. While other albums like Memories of Tokyo To and 99th Street Bounce are a little closer to the hour 20 mark, they're different than Revolution. VeraFX has the tricky task of not only making songs inspired by the jet set radio style, but also having them fit with the eventual scenes and characters in the Jet Set Radio Revolution animation. It's a tough job, and I do really applaud the effort and variety you hear in these tracks. I just want more of it, and I want to see the animation. I'm being greedy, okay? I just want to see it. Alright, if you're a fan of Jet Set Radio, I'd recommend picking up this album. I'm not sure if there's plans for it to go to any streaming services, but it is available on Bandcamp, and Vera is planning to upload the album to his YouTube channel. Sort of like a try before you buy. All of Vera's social media links are in the description for you to follow and learn more about Jet Set Radio Revolution. Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. I've also linked a couple videos and playlists with more Jet Set Radio content for you to check out. I'm FalseProof, and I'll see you later. Bye!